Hello, my name is Mary Ann and welcome to mapping. This is orienteering and topography. So we're going to learn about maps and compasses and how to put those two skills together to find our way around Camp Victory. And the student this morning is Jude. He'll be helping me present this class to you. So, this map is a little different from what most maps that you are used to seeing. There's no, pardon me, Jude?
Like a foam map.
Yes, so like a fold map that you would unfold, or the kind that might be on your navigator in your car or on your phone. There are very few roads marked on here. The purpose of this map is not to get you from Millville to Bloomsburg or Pennsylvania to California. The purpose of this map is something very different. Jude, do you know what the purpose of this map is?
That's the Camp Victory map, and it shows all of Camp Victory.
Yes, it does. And it also shows the surrounding area. And what it is showing you about Camp Victory and the surrounding area is the lay of the land. Where the mountains are, where the fields are. It's called a topographical map, and it gives you elevations. All of these numbers on here and these lines designate how high the ground is above something. Do you know how we measure these elevations, Jude?
Are there numbers on there?
There are numbers on here. Yes. In Camp Victory, the number is 690. And what that means is that Camp Victory is 690 feet above sea level.
Oh.
So that's, all of this is based on sea level. Sea level, of course, would be 0. And so now we know how far above sea level we are.
Yeah.
Now, the closer the lines are together, the higher the land. So this area is Camp Victory, and we can see the lines are far apart, so that means that the ground will be flat.
Lower.
Yes, it's going to be lower, but it's also going to be flat. And as the lines get closer together, we're getting more into more mountainous terrain. So when this camp was donated for the children for Camp Victory, why do you think they picked this area for the camp?
Because it's like a little woodsy.
Well, this part, but here in the middle, it's relatively flat. And we need that because we have children who come here in wheelchairs and on crutches and
so like
with
if you were
ventilators.
down, they would just go.
Yes. So
they'll go. It would be harder for them to get uphill.
we're going to look at the area that's Camp Victory, and if you just get out your green crayon there, Jude, and we're going to mark Camp Victory in green. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and we see the lines are very far apart here, and that designates that the area is flat.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. All right, now these areas the lines are very close together. Now, we call this forested area, but if you were out in Colorado, this wouldn't be forest. It would be rocks. If you were in Arizona, it would be mountainous desert. But since we're in Pennsylvania, this area where the lines are very close together is all forested. So we just kind of mark that in a general way with red. About ready there, Jude?
Yeah, there's still a lot of it.
Yeah, we have a lot of forest around here. It's sometimes hard to find a flat place to plow, which gives you a hint as to what our next area is going to be. And just up in that corner, Jude. Now, we have some places where they're not far apart, but you're not close either. Perfect. The other area that we have, here's Camp Victory, the mountains all around it. And then we have this area here that I don't know how well this yellow is going to show up. No. Let's try another yellow.
Then oh, this part's also pretty red.
What do you think that yellow part is, Jude? And if you don't know, it's on your paper.
It's kind of like taller and shorter and like a little bit of hills maybe.
A little bit of hills, but still we've got some pretty flat areas.
Yeah.
So what do we have all around Camp Victory? Now, if you can't figure it out with the map, you probably could figure it out from just living up here. What's all around Camp Victory?
Streets.
I'll give you a hint. They say moo.
Oh, cow.
Yes, we have cows and we have farms. So this area outside of camp is farmland. But the important thing to summarize what a topographical map is, Jude, is the lines that are close together are mountains. The lines that are, as the lines get further apart, the land flattens out. And that we measure the height of this land compared to sea level. Okay, so if we look up here, we'll see that I think the highest point is like 1,100 feet above sea level, and Camp Victory is 690. So we're a hilly area, but we call it mountains. So what do we call the area between two mountains? I'll give you a hint. First letter V.
Valley.
Yes. Yes. And when we get to the last part of this class, when we're out on our trek, we'll be able to see these mountains, these farmlands, and of course you'll be seeing Camp Victory, and you'll see how these lines being close together tell you that the land is getting higher. Okay. All right. Next order of business is to learn about a compass. Don't drop it. And we want to handle it very carefully. And the dial has a white and a red. And the red always points north. Do you know what makes that needle point, the red end of the needle point north?
Because the North Pole is a big magnet.
Yes, exactly right. The North Pole is a huge magnet. So once we know where north is, south is easy. It's right behind north. So if north is that way, okay, if we look at since this happened, see how we just got distorted? The metal legs on this. So watch for metal out by the bridge. It will distort north and south. Well, it will distort the pole north. Yeah.
Is it still doing the metal?
No, I think it's okay now. But
okay.
We'll just move out here. You can just stand up, Jude, and come on out here.
I need to just get over this.
Good climbing. Okay. So now the needle is pointing north, so where's south?
South must be the other direction.
That is exactly right. Now that's the easy part. East and west get a little trickier. So this compass has a cheat sheet. So we could move this dial and make the red end line up with the needle. And then there's a little letter over here, E. So where's east?
East is that way.
Yes, and then of course west is over here.
It has to be
But
over
if you
there.
don't have this little cheat sheet on your compass, here's what I do. And for those of you who are spatially challenged, we're gonna just have the camera back up a little bit and I'll show you what I do. Okay, I put a map of the United States in my head. Come on out here with me, Jude. And I stand sort of on the Mississippi River and I look to Canada. Do you know where Canada is? Is it north or south of us? Say north. North, that is correct. Good job. So what is south? Say Mexico. Mexico is exactly correct. So mentally, when I'm looking at this compass, I'm standing right here on my compass and I'm facing Canada.
Canada, no.
Okay, so I know that's Canada. And then what's behind us?
South.
South.
And Mexico.
Okay, so when I'm standing on that mental map, I know that if that's Canada, the Atlantic Ocean in the east, and the Pacific Ocean or in California on the west. So for those of you who can't spatially do that, put that map in your head, and then when you're looking at your compass, think, the red arrow is pointing to Canada, the other end is pointing to Mexico. I've got that map in my head, so Pennsylvania and the Atlantic Ocean have to be that direction.
That's where.
Yeah. And the more you work with a compass, the easier it gets, just like everything. Okay. Any questions about maps? Okay, let's go out on the deck. All right, most of you students, and probably Jude also, live in a world where we're always looking near. We have phones that we look at. We have computers, laptops, tablets, handheld devices. So we're looking at things close. Even if you don't have all those electronics, you're reading books, writing papers, so you're looking from here to here a lot of the time. In this class, we want to focus on, yes, we do have some close looking when we're looking at the compass, but we want to expand our view. So, I want you to look out there and tell me, what do you see?
Leaves.
Leaves.
A lot of leaves.
This is like I coached you as to what to say. Yes, leaves, and they're right there. What else do you see?
Pine needles.
Pine needles, and they're right there. Okay, I want you to expand your horizon and look far. What else do you see?
Pond.
The pond, very good. How about out that way? What do you see?
A farm.
A farm? See anything else?
Is that a stage?
Yes, that's a stage.
Behind the farm, Jude. Behind that.
Okay,
A church?
I'm just gonna hold you right there, Jude, because this plays right into my point. The biggest thing out there is the mountain. And it's the last thing, everyone comes out on this deck, and it's the last thing they see. So we're not gonna throw away our computers, are we? And we have to write papers. But we just wanna make sure that we're doing both. That although we do a lot of things near, and in this class, we're going to be working on seeing far. And I'm so glad you missed the mountain, because if you could have got that right away, you'd have messed up my lesson plan. Okay, well, you ready to go on a trek?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay, our trek begins at the Treehouse Gate, and I'm gonna give this compass to Jude. Don't drop it. So you might wanna put your thumb on it like this. And what we're not gonna do is look at the compass the whole time we're out here. So put your thumb over it, like this.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he was being so careful he didn't even want to touch it. Good job. All right, so we're going to begin on this ramp, and we're going to go north 30 steps.
North.
So where is north?
That way.
That way. Correct. So even though the end's down here, we don't really need that. We just need to know where that red arrow is pointing.
On that
and
way.
that's north. So if that's north, where's south?
South back there.
You got it. Okay.
At the treehouse.
So we're going to head out 30 steps. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. We'll count your steps. Oh, you want to do it in Spanish? No, just kidding. 1, 2, 3,
4,
5. 20. Somebody just your size must have measured out these steps. Okay, so now our next thing is to turn west. And it says onto a stone path. And I'm kind of glad that well, first of all, which way is west?
That way.
Okay, guess again.
The
You got it. So let's
Because
use
this
our
way is
cheat
wrong.
sheet.
cheat sheet's wrong. Cheat.
Well, remember, we don't really need that cheat sheet. So hold your compass flat, let it settle.
Oh, the middle.
Yes. So now, which way is west?
That way.
That way. And it says on our directions, a stone path. And this will happen because things change. Things change man-made and things change in nature. So we have to not only use our directions and our compass, we have to use some common sense too. We have to think, after all, Christopher Columbus got here without hardly a map at all, but he knew waves and fish and stars, and he kind of just put those all together and figured it out. So even though this isn't stone, we're still going to go this way. So let's head west. And we're going to head west. Let's go. Okay, now you can just do this with our compass because we know we're going to go west until we get to an intersection. Okay, so don't look at your compass because remember, we're looking out. We're looking to see what we can see, what's up in the trees, and when we get to an intersection, we're going to stop. Okay, here we are, where two roads meet. When you do treks at this time of year, everything looks dank. It's brown, the leaves aren't out yet. But here's the thing, you can see signs of spring and signs of spring's past. If you look up,
There's a nest.
there's a nest up in the tree. You won't see that nest in the spring. Once the leaves come out, it's going to be hidden. And we also have behind us, if we can zoom around, we have a little sign of spring along the fence. And you'll see some daffodils over there.
Daffodil.
Yep. So even though it looks like winter out here, dude, we have some signs of spring and hopes of springs to come. Okay, so what's our next direction?
Says go south toward the
Hemlock.
hemlock trees and stop at the line of trees.
Okay, so we have two things here. We have south and we have a landmark. So the landmark is the hemlock trees.
Hemlock trees.
But let's hold your compass flat.
South's that.
And where is south? Now, don't you turn. Okay, so if that's north,
That's south.
that's south. So we're right on track. And
This way.
we're going south. Yep, south. So now we're going towards the white part of that needle. And we can see that there's hemlock trees down here. Do you know what a hemlock is?
Is it like a pine? No,
It's-
that's a pine tree.
It's an evergreen.
The row of hemlocks back there, the ones that are like I can't really explain it. They're like bunched together in one little tiny tree. Like it kind of looks like one is a pine.
Well, I'll show you when we get here. Keep going. Because it said hemlock trees. Now we got one little hemlock over there. Hemlock trees. And that's right here.
Yeah.
So we had kind of that near and far experience. We had to look at the compass near figure out where south is. And then we had to look up to find out where the hemlock trees are. And these are looking pretty healthy. They were having some trouble with some fungus, but it looks like these are doing pretty good. Okay, what do we do next?
Okay, so we're done with number 3. Now we're on
We're done with number 4.
Oh, face south. What do you see?
Okay, so now this is another let's look far. What do you see?
A pond.
Let's go all the way down to the road, Jude, to the intersection.
I see a pond. Out
Yep.
there.
And come back here. Can you see the pontoon boat?
Yeah.
All right. Now the other nice thing is, what do you hear?
Birds and a rooster is crowing.
Yeah. Let's just take a second and just be quiet. You know, once we stopped talking, didn't it seem like those birds got louder? Okay, let's go here next.
Number 6. Turn east toward the paved road.
Okay, so
2 feet somewhere east.
okay, don't turn the compass. Just hold it here. Okay.
East is that
So,
way?
Here, put yourself mentally, you're standing right here in the middle of that compass and you're looking to Canada. And this is Mexico. Now, we're not going to use the cheat sheet.
East is that way.
Yes, that is correct.
And that's not really a paved road, but okay.
Okay, so our directions weren't perfect, but
we got it.
we got so far so good. Hey, you know, Jude, when I told my family I was teaching orienteering, you know what they said to me? You're teaching orienteering, you get lost in the mall every time we go. And I said, that's why I'm good at orienteering. I can follow directions and a compass. What I can't do is fly solo. Oh, look at this. It can be hard to identify trees in this time of year before the leaves come out because the easiest way to identify a tree is by its leaves. But this tree has a unique bark. And so do we know what kind of tree this is? It's a shagbark hickory. So this is one that's easy to identify in the spring, even though it doesn't have leaves because it has such a distinctive bark. Okay, where are we headed to now?
7.
Okay. So we're going to go east toward the paved road. So
we already did that, the paved road intersection.
So
and now for the 7.
let's just lay this compass flat and make sure that we're going east. Okay, so that's north. So where's east?
That way.
Straight ahead. That's right, because we're not using our cheat sheet.
Because it's all messed up. The cheat sheet's messed up.
Yes, it's not lined up, but we're trying to use our compass without using the cheat sheet. And Jude actually had a very nice way of remembering north, south, east, and west.
Never is north. Eat, east, soggy waffles.
Okay, never eat soggy waffles.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. I learned something new today. Okay, so we're going to head east and our landmark is?
Paved road.
A paved road. Okay, so
This
let's...
is a road. So then the number 7 said forward east. So we're going east. Right now we're going east.
Okay, and we're not going to look at the compass because we know we're going east. Now we're looking for a landmark. So just let's put this down here and see what there is to see.
So
What
was the landmark?
A paved road.
Oh, a paved road. Oh, I think I see a paved road.
Yeah, so if you pick your head up, you can see that paved road pretty quick.
Head up.
Well, any alligators in the pond?
Nah.
Just checking. Okay, we're at the paved road. What's our next direction?
8.
At the paved road.
Change directions north and
Proceed.
Proceed past the building to the road signpost.
Okay, so we have a direction on our compass, and we have several landmarks. Past the building to the roadside. So,
The building to the roadside. That's the roadside.
so we've got a
and then-
building here, but what's our direction?
North, and we're going north.
So where's north? Look at your compass.
North.
Where's the red needle pointing?
So we need to go past that building.
You got it. So it's that building, not the one to the south.
No, not.
Okay, what's our other landmark? Now we're between the buildings. What's the next thing we're looking for?
A page, another page.
No, roadside.
A roadside.
So look up. This is where we're gonna do
Oh, I think
far.
that's a sign. I think that's a road sign.
Ah, looks like a road sign. Keep looking,
Looks
Jude.
like a sign. Well, there was a sign. I thought I saw a sign up there. That was, oh, there's a couple signs over there.
Okay. What do you see running?
A squirrel. Oh, there's a squirrel. There's a squirrel. Oh, it's still running. I see it. Oh, oh, it's going to do this. Oh, no. That's a...
I love the way these doors are changing. This is obviously arts and crafts.
arts and crafts. Because they painted the bike.
Yeah.
They did the bike crazy. Okay. Either here or here. Hey, look at that. That was the tree that we just passed.
Yep. Shagbark, hickory. That's good. Here's
Shagbark.
another one right here. Okay, so we've got road signs there and road signs there.
Which road sign?
Well, let's see
Okay, the road
if our
signs.
directions are going to help us.
Walk to the wooden rail bridge. to
Okay, so the wooden rail bridge. So put on your thinking cap, which road signs? The ones behind us or the ones in front of
in
us?
front of us.
You got it. Let's go.
Let's go. There's some type of metal that's either. Oh no, this is north. We're walking north.
That's right.
It's not that there's.
Okay, and we're not looking at our compass. We're looking out and about. We've been looking at the compass, but I missed the squirrel.
Yep. Meg shed stand.
Okay, so here's our road sign. So, boys and girls, if you ever come to Camp Victory, don't fall in a hole. And this tells you where everything is here at Camp Victory. And obviously we've got lots of stuff. Yeah. Okay, what's our next directions?
Walk on the river bridge. Look at north and identify how the stream
Bank, erosion.
has stopped.
Okay, so we're going to be looking out and about again.
No compass.
So, what direction are we supposed to be going?
North.
Okay, we're supposed to look north. Okay, so let's look at the... And your compass is pointing. Let it settle. Okay, so we did it right.
North.
Now, the important thing here, Jude, is don't drop the compass into the creek.
I'll just
Okay.
have it right here.
So we can see the erosion. Erosion is where earth gets washed away. It happens. That's part of nature. But sometimes we need to control that. And can you see how we tried to control it here?
With rocks.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of rocks.
Yeah. And I think it really did save erosion here and here, but you see,
That guy didn't know what that was.
no. But the good thing is now the creek is wider, so sometimes you just got to let Mother Nature have her own way, but sometimes we have to try to work with her and hold things back.
Yep.
So I think this shows us a good balance. All right.
Okay, next
What's
direction
next?
after 8, 9.
Oh, one more thing here. Be as quiet as possible.
Oh, I think I see it.
Okay. How did you feel being that quiet?
Sleepy.
Sleepy. Yes. And some people actually listen to water at night on a tape because it makes you sleepy. Now, I've had kids tell me everything from, oh, that was peaceful. That felt so good. And one kid told me one time, that was boring. So everybody has a different reaction to being still and quiet. But you know, we live in a pretty noisy world, and it's nice every once in a while just to take the time, like we did with the birds, to be quiet. To be quiet and hear the water. Just so you hear some sounds other than your own voice or the radio or whatever, noise. Okay, where are we going next? Okay, now that we've looked at the creek and the erosion, we're gonna head what direction?
Nate,
Okay, we did the bridge, now we're on number 11.
go east until you come to the start of the wooden fence.
Okay, and again, we're gonna have to do some thinking on this one. Okay, so let's head east.
North, east, south, west.
Now we want to be looking, let's look ahead to our next directions just so we know where we're going. So let's just pause here, Jude. Okay, so what we did 11 said to go east.
What landform do you see in the distance to the northeast and south?
And south.
Northeast and south.
Okay, so we're going to have to come up here a little bit and we're going to pause.
The fence is up there. Fence up there.
Okay, and it's good that there's not, okay, let's stop right here because there's a gap between the cabins and get out your compass.
North.
Okay, so we want to look northeast. So that's going to be north and then add some east to it. And what do you see?
I see a hill and a building.
Yes, very good. So are we doing near or far?
Far.
Yes,
Very far.
this was near. Look at the compass, find northeast, and then look far. So stretch your vision. What's to the south?
South.
Okay, now hold your compass flat. Where's south? That away. So what do you see? You're gonna have to kind of peek through the trees, maybe even move around a little bit. Do you see through the trees?
I can see cabins.
Okay.
And should I go even farther than that?
I'll take another step or two, see if you can get through, see anything through the trees.
I see.
Maybe even look back southwest a little bit.
I see more cabins.
Yeah. Way over there. And I can see the top of the tree line?
Yeah.
Okay, that tells you that there's a hill over there because that tree line is up very high. Okay. Now we're going to go west, and what does the sign say? So let's walk up here. We're supposed to take 30 steps, but I think we've taken some of them already. So since are you counting?
Sign.
Yeah,
Just
you
find
need to look for a sign.
So maybe we could see.
So we've got steps. We're heading east, and we're looking for a sign. What do you think about this sign?
This, I don't think so.
Okay, this is Faith Trail, and I was thinking this is our sign because it said, go east until you come to the start of a wooden fence. Look down there, Jude. Do you see the start of a wooden fence?
Yeah.
Okay, and then plus we're supposed to find a sign. Hello!
Wooden fence sign.
Yes. So there's the beginning of the wooden fence. We headed east about 30 steps, and here's our sign. So where are we going to go next? Let's see, we did that.
Walk south on the trail.
So it's south, it's a trail, and we're going to have a bunch of signs to read in there. Actually, I did this a couple of weeks ago, and the signs are a little bit faded. So the first thing we need to find is south.
South is that way.
That's right. Did you want... Let's hold the compass out here so we can see where south is.
South, we said, was over there.
And it says to get on a trail. So that's a
Trail.
road. That's a trail.
So, we're good to go.
Okay. Yes, we are. Okay, now we have to count these signs, even though we can't read them. Jude, the first sign is back here, but you can't read it. It's all faded. But we have to count one. And we have to get to the sixth sign. Actually, when you get to the second sign, stop. Oh, actually, let's stop right here. Yeah, this tree
Is destroyed.
it is destroyed.
Hey, look at that! A spider laid some eggs.
And you know what destroyed it? A beautiful bug. It's called a emerald ash beetle, and it's beautiful. It's bright green, and we can see here. See these tracks? These lines. This little beetle, lots of them, of course, killed this tree. And actually have killed almost all of the ash trees in Pennsylvania have been infected with this. And you can see, there's a good one too.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so you can see where the beetle was.
This is another good one right here.
So this tree is gonna have to go.
And you can also see there's a spider web. I think it's an egg sac.
Yeah, does look like an egg sac.
I also saw another egg sac.
Is this the one you were looking at?
Yeah, that's the one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to
Hopefully
sign
none-
2.
Sign 2.
Sign 2.
3. And then stop.
Now this says we're supposed to have 6 signs before we get to our destination.
Hey, that's a salmon.
It's a trout.
A brook.
Yeah, that's the state fish.
Whitetail.
This is a white-tailed deer.
Pennsylvania.
That's not our state animal, though. Do you know what our state animal is?
It's a
Or is it
bird.
the white-tailed deer?
It is.
It is the white-tailed
Yes.
deer. I was thinking of our state bird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too.
Yeah. We'll see if one
Isn't
of the
our state
signs
bird an
tells
eagle?
us. No, that's the one for our country.
The bug.
For our state, it's the ruffed grouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
the bug.
And this is our state flower.
Aw, so cute. Is that our state bug?
It is. How neat is that? We have fireflies as our state bug.
Light up. Okay, that's
Do you know what
number
our
2.
state drink is?
Lemonade.
No. Good guess. but
Water.
That's what it is. No. What's Pennsylvania known for? They're black and white.
Pepsi.
No, cows. Our state drink is milk.
Oh.
Okay, let's go to our next sign. We'll leave some of this trivia behind. Okay, we're at sign what number?
3. This is number 3.
And what's this all about? Oh, this is just telling us about fallen trees. And look, signs of spring. Do you know what that is?
No, they're big.
It is big. And aren't they beautiful?
Are they cabbage?
They are cabbage and they stink. They're beautiful, but they stink.
They stink. Okay, that's number 3.
Yes, that's skunk cabbage.
Go. And this is talks about a squirrel, a frog, and then plants.
Yep. Small plants and animals, you'll see them in here.
4. Oh, this is 5. Or
Yep.
did that one break? And then
No, I think that one's 5.
No. This one broke. 6, 7. Cause that's
But we're supposed to stop at 6. But remember, we're supposed to count 6 signs. That was our landmark. And this tells us more about the trees. It's an oak leaf.
helicopter.
Yep. Okay. So, let's go to our directions now. So we did this, the stick side on the trail, find the tree with 5 arms.
5 arms.
So look around. That one has 2. That one has 2. That one has none. Doesn't even have a head, let alone arms.
That one has
Okay,
a lot.
now, remember, these directions were written a long time ago, so the tree might be a little bit different. So look around, look out, and look around, and see if you can find a tree with lots of arms. You know what that means when a tree has arms? Okay, that one has 2 arms. Keep looking.
I meant that one.
No, the one on the other side of the tree, no. We need one that has 5 arms. And that's where the treasure is.
What's that?
How many arms does that tree have?
A lot.
A lot. And it doesn't have 5 though, does it?
But it has treasure.
Okay, so just when people hide treasures, I'm never really sure what they put in the bag. So just when you get it down, just be careful. Nothing that will really hurt you, but just be careful. Go ahead.
Okay, I hope it's not a Be careful.
Be careful. But yeah, be careful. Careful. Go ahead. I'll wait back here. I'm going to back up a little bit. Look out. Spot. Go ahead.
You're
Hey, You're
okay.
okay. You're okay. What's in it?
I don't know, and I don't really want to find out, but oh, there's a bag inside the bag. Ooh, what's this? It's a bag.
Okay.
Oh, great, now they think I'm
Can
going to go
you
fishing.
show everyone what's
think
in
I'm
the
gonna go
bag?
fishing.
Watch he doesn't bite you. Well, don't dump it. Just stick your hand in.
Oh, look at that. They're fake ants. And
Geez, I thought it was going to be a rattlesnake.
I don't want a snake.
Okay, can you put a couple of those in your hands and just hold them out so we can see what all is in there?
I have a crayfish. I have this weird butterfly dude. And whatever the heck these are. I don't know what these are.
What else is in there? Grab a handful.
I don't know what's in
Oh,
there.
big mistake.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just walk away and some squirrel's going to have our nice compass. Cool. I think the ants are my favorites. Because they almost look real.
I just dropped
Okay, and guess what? You get to take one of these home.
one of them.
How about since you were such a good sport, you can take 3 of them? Okay, and it was kind of good, Jude, that you laid your compass down here for 2 reasons. One, it gave us a
Learning.
chance to learn, and look at these. These are trout lilies, and you know why they're called
Ew,
that?
I don't even know if this is real. Is this fake?
No. Yeah, it's fake.
Excuse me, do not scare me. It's a fake slug.
Ew, that was gross.
Fake slug.
Okay, look at these leaves. Do you remember what the trout look like on our sign?
Trout.
These are called trout lilies just because the leaves do have a pattern on it. It looks just like a trout.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They're
So that's the end of our trek. It always ends with a treasure. So boys and girls, learn to use a compass. They're awful lot of fun to play with. You can make up your own map. Get outside and look around and see what there is to see. And Jude, thank you. You were a good partner.
Thanks for scaring me.
You're welcome.